And then we arrived.
So, who's the suit?
He's a consultant.
Good morning, comrades. My job is to observe, to streamline, to improve. For those who work remotely, you have 1 hour to get here or you'll be terminated.
My first question is, I know, like, of course, for you, Christoph, we've seen your prowess on screen as an actor, and now we've been able to see you as a producer. If you had to be a consultant in some other craft, what craft do you think that you have enough skills to be a consultant for, even if it's a DIY type thing? Like, what do you think you can consult somebody in?
Wall Street. I'd consult at Wall Street.
Okay.
Because I'm for re-regulation. You know, I'll give them a hard time.
They need that for sure. How about you, Matt?
It's a great question. I'm not sure I have expertise in anything else, which is probably why.
Oh, I have no expertise at all. But
yeah,
Patov wasn't an expert in gaming. He still figured it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Tony, what about you?
I'd work for a toy company. That's what, that's my dream job. So I can just sit around and play with toys all day. I wouldn't get any work done, but I'd consult for them happily.
Yeah.
It wouldn't differentiate you from any other consultant, yeah.
Well.
In this show, I mean, I guess the time of the show, because I know y'all worked on it way before, it seems so similar to what we've seen happening with the Twitter takeover and somebody else. Like, were y'all surprised to see that element in real life, in real time, just kind of fall into place as y'all begin to prepare for the release of this show?
Musk is copying us. He should come up with his own stuff, tells you a thing or two about this guy.
Yeah.
Musk copying from Bezos. Anyway.
Yeah. Matt, the landscape has changed on television. I mean, you've been behind some of the best of television, The Boys, Succession. I mean, you have like a long list of great shows from Psych to everything else. But as streaming has become more popular, how has it changed for you as a producer? I mean, like the economics and everything else. How has the business changed for you that you could sum up for us right here?
It's a great question. As a storyteller, I feel like I can tell much more complex stories now. Things used to be in silos, right? You had medical shows and police shows and dramas and comedies. And now we have the chance to do things that are a mix of so many different tones and styles. Very much like theater, which I come from, and I do a lot of plays, and I love that too. Theater's been doing that for a long time. And also certainly the scope and scale of what we can do on television, Game of Thrones, other things like that have certainly pushed what cinema can look like on the small screen. And so now we're able to be more ambitious in the kind of worlds that we build on television. A long time ago, you could never shoot something in widescreen anamorphic and put it on television. And we did that for The Consultant, and it wasn't even difficult to push that through at all. We were able to pick the right format, the right way to present it, to see how people worked in this big office environment using the format to help tell that story. And that would have been a problem if we were trying to make a TV show on NBC 20 years ago.
Yeah. Tony, I know as writers, sometimes you write scripts and don't know who the players will be and everything else. How does it change when you have Christoph Waltz and he has such a great style and ambiance on screen? Like, as a writer, how much do you go back and rewrite or manipulate to fit an actor such as Christoph?
Well, absolutely didn't have to go back and fit anything to suit Chris. Christoph takes on what's there and, presents it to us. So, yeah, obviously there was no idea when I was writing the pilot who would be playing that role. I didn't have anyone in mind. And it wasn't until Matt and I sat down and talked about the scripts and talked about casting that, the name Christoph was floated, and then we got very excited about it, about the possibilities of it. So, yeah, there was never really kind of writing with Christoph in mind. I think, when you have good actors, you don't do that. You don't have to play to their strengths and weaknesses. You just wait to see what they bring. And, that's really with Christoph. We were, we kind of trusted in him and he trusted in us. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't imagine anybody else playing that role, and you did it.
Nor could I. Thank you.
I appreciate your time, and we need you on Wall Street, Christoph. So please see if you can get some side time between movies and series to regulate Wall Street, because we can use that.
Right. I'll do my best.
All right. Thank you, guys.